Thanks for tuning in again. The video of yesterday, I talked about why are you not reducing your weight? What's happening? Yeah, I mean, you made a commitment and you're eating healthier and you're not dropping the weight. If you missed that one, just go back because this is a continuation of that one. Something that is overlooked and not really often talked about is chewing your food for a longer period of time. It's not like hunk and warf it down and swallow it. You really want to chew it. What happens when you chew? You make saliva. And what is saliva? Saliva contains the substance, the chemical substance, and now I'm lost for the words, that break down the foods. And it starts in your mouth, and what's broken down in your mouth is anything that has to do with carbs. That's the one that is broken down in the mouth. So you mix that, you make it easier for the body to digest your food. So chew it. Smaller pieces, the body, the whole digestive tract can work easily with small pieces. Big pieces. And apart from that, the more you chew, the more you have the signals going to the brain that signals the stomach that food is coming. You know, it all works together. It's a communication like you have no idea. So chew and chew and chew and don't warf it down. Another thing not to do is wash it down. Wash your whatever you have in your mouth. If it's too dry, just take a little bit of water or whatever you have there, but take a little sip and just make it a little bit easier to grind it down. You want to go to the mushy substance like you had as a baby when you didn't have any teeth, so easy for the body to work with. So just chew it. Very important that you chew it. Then, are you drinking your calories? Because you can think that orange juice, tomato juice, whatever kind of juices there are so very healthy. Yeah, within limits. Read the labels. You're going to be shocked how many calories, because the majority of those fruit juices, the ready-made ones, have added sugar to it. But even if you have an orange tree in your yard and you squeeze them, there is still a lot of sugar in that, and you don't want to have that. And the only reason to avoid that is just take one orange and dilute it with water. You go like, yeah, but that tastes like nothing. Okay, fine. Then eat the orange, just eat like 2 parts of the orange. You have the flavor. You're not having to fill your stomach with it. Be careful, because you might be surprised that the amount of calories on a daily basis from your juices could easily amount up to 500-600 calories a day. Yeah, that's a shocker, isn't it? I know. I once saw that and I go like, holy Moses, I got to be more careful. And I just eliminated juices. And apart from that, all juice is made from concentrated juice. When you read the labels, you read that it is reconstituted juices. So it has been processed up to the hilt. And is that really what you really want? Processed juices? Just be careful with that. You want to live healthy. Then, are you doing any weightlifting? You don't have to exercise like you're going up for the Olympics, but remember, you want to rebuild muscles, because you probably have not done much of exercises when you were still at your maximum weight, that you got to the point like, I gotta change here. You didn't really go to the gym every day, because if you did, you would not be on a diet. You would not be watching this video. So do some work with, I like those stretching rubbers, you put your foot on and you just stretch them out here. Like, those are really good ones. You can various methods, and there is a lot of YouTube. You don't have to go to the gym anymore. Just put on some nice music, just educate it yourself on YouTube first, and then you know what to do. Or you can just, follow along in the program and just do some stretches, you know, just work your muscles, work your muscles. You got to, because otherwise you have this flabby material that's much harder to get that back into shape. Another point is, are you stressed out? Take a good look at yourself. Observe yourself. Are you stressed out? Because when you're stressed out, your cortisol level goes up. And what that means is that it's an appetite stimulant. So you really, you know, you really want to be careful of in that. Find out, what are you stressed out about? Dissect it. See if you can change it. See if you can get out of the stress. Because you are the only one who's stressing yourself out, nobody else. Any situation you can change. You can either walk away from it, you can tell somebody to take a hike or whatever, and you can say like, yeah, but I'm working. Still, you can simply say, you know what, this is not really working for me. I would love to continue working from here, but this is stressing me out. This is just too much. Negotiate with your bosses. Absolutely do it. And if you have to, just look for another job or get a side job working from home and determine your day job as your funding. You know, look at that as your funding for building your own business. Try to think positive about everything. There is a reason for everything. There is a reason why you chose that job or whatever you're doing. And you know what? There is a reason somehow that you can get out of it if you don't like it. Next point is, are you getting enough sleep? Are you allowing your body to rejuvenate itself, to restore itself, to re-energize itself? Because if you don't, that the hormones go absolutely crazy. And there is this one that's called ghrelin, and that's the one that is responsible for wanting more food. So what happens if you don't have enough sleep? This hormone steps up to the plate, and you have this feeling, yeah, like you need a midnight snack or a late evening snack, 11 o'clock snack. Well, that is just as bad as you can possibly think it, because you do not digest that food while you're sleeping. Your metabolism goes down. It's in repair mode, so it's not burning the food anymore. So it's just dormant there, and it's not good for you. You usually wake up with the hangover the next morning, a food hangover. Trust me, I've been there just too many times. And the last point that I want to point out to you is, are you just too much focused on dieting, on dropping the weight, on getting slimmer? You know, here's the thing. You are reducing your weight. You're getting slimmer, not for the sake of it, but you want a happier, healthier lifestyle. Very important. This is just not a temporary thing. You're not just changing your way of eating for a couple of months. This is complete lifestyle, complete turnaround of the way you have been living. Your soda pops are out the door, your Twinkies, your snacks, your whatever, and you know the excuse my word, the garbage you have been stuffing your face with that is not really high quality food. You would really go. It's usually not the kind of food you would put into a Ferrari and expect, you know, to go from here to the corner of the street in 6 seconds. No, not really. So the food you have been eating is not really the healthiest stuff. So you now have decided to live a healthier lifestyle, to do all the things that you want to do because you have a fit and slim body. You're eating less. You're eating better, you're drinking water, you're doing your walks, you're doing your exercises, not so much your weight exercises, because this stretching with the elastic bands, that's considered weight as well. So do all the things, but don't be too focused on just, you know, I'm on a diet and I didn't. There is also something called life. And if you are having a wonderful evening with friends, and you know what you can eat and what you cannot eat. Leave the alcohol behind, leave the soda pops and the juices behind. But you know what? It's okay if you have a snacky or two. Tomorrow you're back on it, but you also want to have a wonderful time with your friends. Or if it is a birthday, don't eat that big chunk of the birthday cake. Just like 1 or 2 tiny bites, just for the flavor in your mouth. And when you go to a party like that, drink at least 8 ounces of water before you go there, if not 16 ounces of water. Fill up your stomach. You eat less. You are not as hungry. These are just all little tips, and you can do it, and you are going to be a success. Absolutely. I know you can do it. So, this is it for today. This is part number 2, and we'll just continue in again tomorrow. I appreciate you tuning in, and remember, this is what I have learned from all of my fabulous mentors. I love them dearly. If you like what you heard, press the like button, pass it on to friends who you think could benefit from it. Subscribe if you haven't done that, and if you don't like it, that's okay as well. I appreciate you being here anyway. So thanks. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.